Hi, Will from MusicTech here at the NAMM show in Anaheim with Joshua from LoopCloud and Loopmasters. Joshua, how's it going?
It's going absolutely fantastically. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Great.
So LoopCloud 4.0 is what we're looking at. What's new in LoopCloud 4.0?
The newest feature, and probably the biggest feature that we're most excited about, is the loop editor that you can download, or even before you download, you can edit samples and loops from Loopmasters, the entire Loopmasters catalog, and it syncs with your DAW. You can edit those samples, preview them in the context of your track before you even need to purchase or download from the cloud.
That sounds pretty useful. So should we see how it works?
I think we should. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Sure. So these are all sample packs, loops, and samples on Loopmasters servers that we have access to, and we can actually edit those, like I was saying, inside of the LoopCloud editor to make sure they're perfect for our tracks before we need to purchase or download. But what I'm going to do is actually jump over to my library. So this is samples that I've already purchased or downloaded, and you can actually add your own samples from third-party venues, it doesn't matter. You pull them in here and you have access to them. And what this does is it syncs to a VSTi inside of Ableton Live, for example, but it actually syncs to really any major DAW, it's going to be fine. And that enables LoopCloud to play in sync with the project. So what I've done is we use some of these editing tools here. This is all new stuff right here, and they're all shortcut enabled. So what I've done is just made a little fill pattern here, and if I come over to Ableton Live and play it, and then play the inside of LoopCloud. This is in sync with the tempo of the track, and it's actually playing. Right now there's a fill happening. So that's pretty cool in and of itself. This is not a sample that's on my computer, essentially. This is a sample that's on Loopmasters, and I don't know if I like it, but what I can do is now that I have this fill pattern that I like, I can actually just change the sample to a different drum loop, and it will update inside of here, and I can just audition these until I find something that I like that really fits the track. So let's go ahead and listen. So that's one drum kit in the drum fill style that I want. We'll listen. Maybe I want a different one, so I'll just click right here. You can see it update visually. And in fact, if we wanted to, we can extend that view so we can get a better look. We can zoom in if we wanted to. We can move over. Oops. And we can start making edits. So I've got regular editing tools. I can actually turn things down or turn things up, make things louder or quieter. I've got a slip tool, so I can actually run through all of the different loops and samples to make different patterns. You see what I'm saying? So that's really the big new features here. And one of my favorite things is you can actually customize the shortcuts. So if you're used to like different editing software and you want to make the cut tool be C, you can do that easily inside of the settings as well.
Great, okay, so essentially you're able to manipulate these samples before you purchase.
Yeah, so, and this is just an example of a fill, but you can do that with a lead vocal. There's an auto key feature here, so if I turn that on, say I've got a track in the key of G, and I want to pitch shift all of the vocal samples on LoopCloud, I just come over here, activate auto key, turn on G, come up here to say instruments, go to vocal. All of the vocals that I now audition in sync with my project will be pitch shifted for me, and I can make sure it's absolutely perfect, again, before you need to buy or download from the cloud.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is very impressive. We like it.
And so when will this be available then, and how much will it cost?
It's absolutely free to download, so there is no cost there. Obviously, we do micro purchases for loops and samples, but I mean, it's very affordable. And as I said before, you can import any sounds and loops into the program, and it will automatically scan them and tag them with key, tag them with BPM. So you don't really even need to go to the store, but we highly suggest you do because it's millions and millions of samples at your disposal. And as far as release date, soon.
Soon?
Yes, that's the best I can give you right now, but
okay.
Very, very soon. Just keep posted on loopmasters.com and on our Facebook and on our other social medias, I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Joshua. That's
Thank you for having me.
very cool.
All right.